Hi guys, BlazeThrough Gaming here and welcome back to Crucible A.M. This is the 6th one I have done. Hopefully getting better over time. I know there was one at the beginning of the week that I didn't quite like. But hey, needless to say, we're back, we're still here, I'm still kicking, and I'm determined. We're going to get this show on the road. We are going to do this. I am going to break the Destiny audience. We will get this off the ground, even if it is only me and a handful of people listening. Okay guys, so this is the 3rd one this week. Obviously we started off on the reset with patch 1.1.2, the January 30th update, which also saw the release of Masterworks armor into the game, as well as the first time we get to see Iron Banner in Season 2, which it's been good. It's been a good experience. I've had a lot of fun with it and I'm enjoying it thoroughly. It does take me back to the Iron Banner in D1. I like it. I'm glad they haven't messed this up like with the faction rally. But hey, that's all in the past. Let's move forward. Let's look to the future. Let's have fun. Let's just play the game like we always have and let's enjoy it. But anyway, needless to say, obviously then on 31st of Jan, so for me, the 1st of Feb, I covered the roadmap. So obviously Bungie released the roadmap of everything that's going on for the basically up until the launch of Season 3. If you want to check that out, check out my other video. There will be a little link or a little box to it at the end of this video, but please get to the end of this video, click it. If not, you can more than welcome skip to that, and that does outline everything coming over the course of Season 2 and the start of Season 3, including the fact that we are going to get Expansion 2, rumoured name Gods of Mars, in some point in May, I believe early May. That's my prediction. So hey, needless to say, there was a state of the game released last night if you're in the UK. By the time I saw it come out, I was way too whacked to do anything on it. So I thought, you know what? As I've got a Crucible A.M going out in the morning, this is a perfect opportunity for me to talk about it. Right, okay, so I'm going to pop up some details on the screen just so we can take a look. We will get into this in Crucible shortly, but I find if I'm in Crucible, this takes a hell of a lot longer for me to read what's going on. So, okay, needless to say, this update is all about the Sandbox. It's all about fine-tuning, obviously, our characters and weapon systems as well as our supers. So as they're calling it, the Go Fast updates. This is something that they're going to bring out in the March update of 1.1.3. That's the next big update we're going to get. So yeah. So what we'll be looking at is that they basically are going to do some really fine tuning. It was the design lead Josh Hemrick who kind of took point on the state of the game, where they talked about the development community and the team that are going into doing all the Sandbox updates. So yeah, this is basically it. So you should see them on the screen. This is what they outlined, what they want to do. So their main goal for this is to provide individual players with a more heroic moments by increasing overall speed of mobility, increasing the amount of supers you charge to demolish your enemies, increasing the frequency and impact of our basically impacting the most worth of power. So basically we're going to start seeing our supers recharge a lot quicker, and as well as kind of get a bit more powerful, to kind of see that effect on that. So he kind of outlines a lot of stuff here. So the first part of it we're going to look at is just try and figure out what you've got up to on the screen. So I'm on a different screen. Okay, so we're looking at the 3 sort of jumps, the lifts there. As you can see, they have been working on them to buff them, so when you're in the air you're not going to get killed instantaneously. I always do, because I always forget I'm not in Destiny 1. I need to start not jumping around towards the enemy because they just shoot up and kill you. So basically making them faster as well, making them more equal and unique. Okay. As well as a little bit more. So okay, the mobility stat has had its range expanded and been completely retuned as well. In short, everyone gets faster, and the higher end is higher. So mobility is changing as well, so that means we're going to get a little bit faster, which is going to be nice to see, because I feel sometimes we do feel a bit sluggish. I only really noticed that when I jumped back into Call of Duty for the first time in years, and I was getting my ass absolutely whooped. Okay, so next up is player's ground speed cap has been increased, allowing faster total movement speed regardless of how you may get there. So you're going to be faster above air, you're going to be faster whilst jumping, and you're also going to be faster on the ground, so that's going to be good. That's nice to see. Okay, so now they moves over to Archstrider, Sentinel and Striker. All move faster. They are kind of the faster supers that you've got there, or faster subclasses. But all three of them, so Archrider, Sentinel and Striker, are all going to move at the same speed whilst in their supers. So don't forget, everyone's going to be moving faster, but these three subclasses will move faster whilst in their supers, which is good because they are roaming supers, so that's going to be good to see. It goes on to say about the Archstrider, as a whole, it's performing well within the PvP. I do play Archstrider in PvP when playing my hunter. I do like the Archstrider. So they're basically going to also then bring in some perks on the Archstrider. They made the following changes in effect to get the super to be more competitive options. So faster attack animations, faster dodge animations, increased range of attack. Now that's going to be good. I sometimes find by the time I actually get into my super, I'm halfway dead anyway because it takes so long to activate it, and then trying to actually get to the person is not great, and then sometimes you slam and you're right there and the range is just as dissipated, and you're just like, oh, it's like trying to you big yourself up for so long and then you just underperform. Some of us will know what that means. I don't have too much really more to say on that one. Super recharge faster for everyone. Thank God. It's about time we kind of got the looks at kind of how they did. It just takes forever to get your supers back. So when Mayhem came back, I bet everyone loved it because you just refreshing supers left, right, and centre, and it was just, well, Mayhem. Hence the title, Mayhem. Anyway, I digress. Let's move on to the next point. We have buffed. They're saying they have buffed several weapons, including but not limited to hand cannons, pulse rifles, sniper rifles, and shotguns, and a few specific perks as well. So that's good. Giving them a little bit more power. I know hand cannons feel, for me personally, feel a little bit sluggish. Don't necessarily get the job done. In my case, fusion rifles I actually like in Destiny 2. Don't play so much of it in PvP. Play a lot more in PvE. Sniper rifles I don't touch anymore. I don't retouch them. I think they need to go back into the. Based on my poor knowledge of what the new system is, I think it's energy, so secondary, your middle slot. I think that needs to go back in there, not in the power slot. Okay, moving on to the next portion. Okay, so the next section is as now follows on screen. A key goal here is to make shotgun, snipers, and fusion rifles more prevalent in the game. So that's good. Yeah, they need a little bit more, oomph to make them a bit more user friendly. People want to use them. Okay, so next up so apparently they've also been working side by side with the PvP team to increase the pace of PvP combat and the frequency of power play. So then he kind of passes this over. You kind of get some more details from the PvP team, and this is pretty interesting what they're going to do. So there's been decreases in things. So here we go. Player respawn time for all quick playing modes have been decreased. So that means we'll be able to get back into the game a lot quicker. Power ammo respawn times for all quick play modes have been reduced by 30%. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Power ammo respawn time in survival has been reduced by 40%. I like that one. Survival is my favourite mode in competitive. Don't know why. I think it's just I don't have to keep running to a bomb and trying to dismantle it. Yeah, that one gets old. Okay, power ammo respawn timer in Countdown has been reduced by 25%. Okay, so survival is getting the most amount, but I think that's to make the pace of the game a lot faster. Just for it is a longer game mode. Ammo count has been adjusted in relation to these timers and in relation to weapon times. Okay, that's good. Enemy players now drop their power ammo on death. Okay, so yeah, that's going back down to how it was in Destiny 1. You killed someone with an heavy power ammo, drops ammo. That was good. You will now also then get the chance. Everyone will get the chance now to pick up that power ammo, and if no one picks it up, the power ammo will go within 30 seconds. Hey, that's not too bad. So that's a lot of what that's kind of the breakdown of everything they've done on the thing, and that's what the goal. This is different nerves has been decreased using the abilities as a movement mode. Okay, I completely jumped ahead of the chapter, didn't even realise that. Apologies. Okay, so they also wanted to allude to the shoulder charge for the Titan. They basically nerfed it a couple of months ago, and now this is them kind of saying, well, hey, we kind of fucked up on that one. So hey, let's bring it back to what it was. The reason why they got rid of it in the first place was to it was kind of there to be able to. People were using it to travel, and Bungie didn't want people traveling by using it, so they decided, well, hey, let's get rid of that and kind of bring it back to what it was. So basically, the distance. So they basically the goal of the bringing it back was using the ability as a movement tool by making it only effective when using it against enemies. So that's what we're saying. That's the reason why they nerfed it, to make it so it was just effective against enemies and not for a movement tool. So they have admittedly turned around and said, right, we've made a mistake here, we've messed up. That's on us. We're apologising. Let's bring it back to you, and you guys can, play as you want. So hey, that's the Sandbox ideas that they've got there. They do later on, however, in the post go on to say they talk about snipers. So they're saying about the snipers, they have way too much of a punch. People, get the recall on them, and it's just not working for PvP. If you can get it to work for PvE, great, thank you, well done, you guys are doing well, you're good. So what they've tried to do is they basically they've got a bug within the sniper system, so they're trying to rework the sniper itself so it's more usable for everyone, but they're having problems. So since launch there's been a bug on the sniper, and they're trying to find a workaround for it, but it's something they are looking into to bring the sniper a bit more playability back into Destiny 2. They then digress over to guys, so they say all about that. So this is the first part in a series of Sandbox updates that we hope you come to enjoy as these changes continue to solidify we have more to say. The next items on their agenda after these changes we've just seen include the mod system rework, which they plan to use to buff ability cooldowns. I don't know if that's meant to be right, but hey, that's what they're saying. And the exotic balance pass. So we're looking at the next big sandbox update we get will be regarding the mods 2.0 by the sounds of it. They're also looking to continue to elevate Destiny 2's weapon slot system and how all the different types of weapons in Destiny fit into the game, how they begin being played, and what we can do to improve the experience. So as a whole, Bungie's communication this week has been, I don't want to use the word top notch, but hey, let's go for it, why not? So they've taken on board people's concerns, and the fact that now they're communicating and going, right, we know this is an issue, this is an issue, this is what we're working on, this is what the team's doing. That's good. So, you know, it's good to see that the kind of I just dodged my grenade. So it's nice to see that Bungie are working on getting things sorted. The fact that they're communicating with us as well a bit more back to how they used to, that's a lot better. That means they're listening. We have more options. Mother, goddamn fuckers. Never mind. Oh, I remember it's morning. It's not evening though. So, guys, that is pretty much the update that was released via the state of the game this week, which is good. I'm glad to see this. Like I said, I'm repeating myself a little bit.
Show them what you can do. Zone A lost.
Ooh, yeah, that would be nice to get a bit faster speed on that. But yeah, guys, so now we're going to just jump into, like, as you can see, I've already jumped in. Just going to jump in a bit of Iron Banner. We'll do a match. Because I know I've taken a lot of time just kind of sat in orbit with you guys.
Zone A captured. Zone advantage is yours. Zone C lost.
So I know I've spent a lot of time in orbit talking away here, jibber jabber and all that. So we're going to get into some of the action. We're just going to enjoy some good old times, a bit of fun with that gameplay, and see what we can do. Go and look at this map. It's a good map.
Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Bring out my Uriel. Always a good one. If I had that. So it's nice to see they're going to do a lot of reworks to supers. I think it is about time. Amount of times.
5 minutes. The pendulum could swing either way.
However, I do miss how the supers work that they did in Destiny 1. I thought Destiny 1 supers were good. I think maybe a little bit too powerful to sometimes. Or a little too frequent. I don't mind them tuning that down a bit to make it a little bit more gunplay. That I agree with. But I think what they've done is they've just narrowed it down way too much. And I still enjoy it, I still have fun. Just like to have more than one super per game. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, it'd be nice to see change the impact, be able to resist a little bit more as well.
Zone C lost.
What the fuck? Well done, mate.
Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours.
So yeah, the Sandbox updates, we need to see about something, we need to see a lot more news come out of Bungie. I think it's a good step, I think they're doing well. if they can keep that up, we might be able to regrow the player base. I know a lot of people have kind of abandoned Destiny now. I think it needs to be looked at in a different way. It needs to stop looking. People need to stop looking at it as we had this Destiny 1. It's just, in some ways, if you look at it as this is a new game, and you do enjoy it as a new game. I know there's a bit more to this now. Oh, done on my challenge. I think I've done myself. Okay. But anyway, guys, I hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed the updates. I'm going to stop talking because I feel like I'm just going to ramble on just for the sake of talking, really. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you stick around for the gameplay.
Captured Zone A. Zone advantage is yours.
It's been a pleasure always. Obviously, it's the weekends shortly for some of us, and there won't be any live streams this weekend. We've got a load of plans for the weekend, so unfortunately I won't be able to jump on and do any streaming, do any more Iron Banner for the week. So hopefully you've enjoyed. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like down below. And if you haven't liked, feel free to press that dislike button. But if you do so, please leave a comment down below explaining why you disliked the video. So that I can obviously take your feedback and I can put it into my videos and I can improve the video so it appeals to others a lot more. It's really important for me to want to grow this channel. I kind of have targets within my channel. I love to be able to grow this and take it forward and see where this can go. I do this predominantly for fun. Hit a little bit of a rough spot recently. A little bit negative about everything on here, but it's not going to stop me from basically, what's the proper way of saying it, shoving content down your necks and just putting myself out there. I enjoy doing this, and I love sharing the news. I love watching everyone else's YouTube channels and seeing what's going on around there. So the support is good. I know it sounds a bit beggy in a way. I don't like it to sound beggy, but I was pants shooting there. But at the same time, it would be nice to start being able to do some better stuff in here. I jumped over the live streams recently because about 4 months ago I had a little boy, so finding the time to create bigger videos, more in depth, more production time taken into it, as well as trying to keep up with other more professional YouTubers, becomes a little bit hard over time. So, first Masterwork armor. But yeah, I mean, any support you guys want to give, I'm happy. I'm happy, and I would love to be able to see more support and be able to do more content and more videos for you guys. Over time, I will be able to do better and spend a bit more time and effort into making some more higher quality videos. I thought streaming would be easier because I'm not going to talk and go through my thoughts and opinions and kind of get my voice out there. So yeah, my confidence has taken a little bit of a hit on here. Hello, hello. Yeah, recently a little bit of a shape. We end up building and then losing, and then building and then losing. Yeah, this stuff not easy, but I enjoy it nonetheless. I will get back into more creative, like I said, get back into more creative side soon enough. Once my little boy is a little bit older, and I have a bit of time to do so. Now that Bungie's going to talk to us a little bit more, there might be reason for me to make some more factual, more longer piece TV, not longer, but more edited, more structured videos over time. Anyway guys, thank you very much for your time tonight, or this morning, what time you are looking for. If you have made it all this way, please feel free to kind of jump on and say something at the end of the comments. It would be much appreciated. But anyway guys, I have been BlazeThrough Gaming. Until next time, see you all soon.